video that I'm trying to produce as I go live on a daily basis. Now, what I'm going to share with you today is going to be a little bit different than what I normally do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut to a portion of a training I did for some very special clients. Now, this is only a small portion of what I was teaching that day, but it talks about the 3 ways that we can grow our business. Basically, there are only 3 ways. There aren't any other ways. And these 3 ways come from J. Abraham. And maybe you've heard of J. Abraham, but he is a remarkable businessman and marketer. So I highly suggest that you go look up J. Abraham when you get a moment. But that's enough for now on the introduction. Let's cut over to the training and let you see what I was teaching my very special clients. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we are talking about the 3 immutable laws of business, 3 ways to grow your business. Now, there are only 3 ways. If you're not doing one of these 3 things, then you're not actually working on growing your business. So let's talk about them a little bit. So where do these come from? These come from J. Abraham, who is a remarkable marketer. If you haven't read any of his books, I highly suggest you go and do that. So there are only 3 ways to grow your business. Number 1, increase the number of clients. That means you're working on lead generation, list building, and converting those people on your list, those leads, those prospects, into customers. And at the same time, if we're doing that in traditional or in the new way of sales funnels, you're using self-liquidating offers and tripwires to convert those people into customers, paying customers with a low ticket item, and you're eliminating the acquisition costs. Number 2, increase the average transaction value. Now that means that every time your new customers spend money with you, they are spending more money. So they're doing upsells, downsells, you're adding on extra services, etc. So every time they're spending money with you, they're spending more money. That's what it means by increasing the average transaction value. Number 3, increase the buying frequency, meaning they're buying more often. Maybe you have a product that someone buys every 6 months, and instead of buying it every 6 months, they're now buying it every 2 months or every week. And so you're increasing the frequency at which they're buying. Really, these are the only ways to really be growing your business. Now, if we were to take this and say, hey, can we break this down into a mathematical equation? Because some people learn better by looking at an equation. So I learned this from Ryan Dice over at Digital Marketer. So this is the growth potential equation. And here we have it. We have L times C times M times F equals GP. Now L stands for leads, C stands for customers, M stands for your margin, F times frequency, and then your growth potential is GP. So each one of these things, when we take our leads and we times them by our number of customers, and we times that by our margin, that means how effectively are we margining. If we put $1 into our marketing, are we getting 3 back, 4 back, 5 back? That difference between our $1 on our expenses versus the $3 we get back, our margin then is $2. The frequency and the frequency at which they buy. So this is the basic equation. And we can look at this equation and say, okay, how do we increase, how do we grow our business? If this is currently what's taking place in your business, you're currently getting leads in, you're converting them to customers, that costs you a certain margin, and then there's a frequency at which they buy, and that equals your growth potential. So how do we double our growth potential? Well, simple. By taking one element at a time, like for instance, our leads. And if we double our leads, we can easily, now it changes the whole equation. So it's 2 times double the leads times the same number of customers times the same number of, the same margin and the same frequency. Now we've just doubled our growth potential. But how do we take it even a step further? Well, let's back up for a second. So 2 times our leads, what do we have to do? If we keep all the other elements of our business the same, and we just focus on doubling our lead generation, and we keep our conversion rates the same, now we have twice the number of leads, times their conversions and times that equals. So now we've doubled our growth potential for our company. Can you see how that starts to work? So let's take it a step further now. What if we want to 16 times our growth potential? Well, then we start working on our lead generation. We try to double our lead generation. Then we try to double our conversion into customers. We try to double our margins and double the frequency. So now we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now we've just 16 times our growth potential. Now, can you see how breaking our business down into those individual areas, leads, customers, our margin, and our frequency, how that can easily change our growth potential? And we only have to work on them one at a time. And that's it. And so this is how we break down, you've heard the old saying that how do you eat an elephant? You eat it one bite at a time. This is how we do that. Now, in my business, which is, in my business, I'm really about working on the lead generation. That's what I'm doing. And so I'm focusing right here on this area is where I focus my business on. Now, this is your lead generation area. I teach people how to do lead generation and build their profitable email list, how to convert those leads into customers. Okay, I hope you got a lot out of that. I know it was short and brief, but it was really important. And if we're not working on those 3 ways of either increasing our customers, increasing our average cart value, or increasing the frequency in which our customers are buying, we're not actually growing our business. And I've broken that down into a simple equation, the growth potential equation. Now, you can use that in your business to break down and to segment your business operations and focus on one thing at a time to create real results in your business. So I'm going to be producing more trainings like this where I'm going to take portions of larger trainings I did. I'm going to be sharing that with you on these live videos. If you like this format, just let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to know how that we could work together possibly, just also let me know in the comments below. And I'd be happy to reach out to you and we can discuss how we can work together. All right, I'll see you in a video either tomorrow or this afternoon. See you then. Bye for now.